Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the National Honor Society induction ceremony. It is a pleasure to welcome our families and friends this evening while we come together to honor and celebrate this important accomplishment. NHS is not only an academic achievement, but it also reflects your hard work, dedication, and determination to be the best that you can always be in any situation. Thank you, families, for your support, and thank you to our newest members for being a leading example to your peers. Now, I welcome Harold Hobbin, our historian, to the podium.
A historical review. Edward Rynearson, often considered the founder of the National Honor Society, sought to form an organization whose objectives were to create an enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote worthy leadership, and to encourage the development in the nation's secondary schools. In 1921, his efforts were recognized by the National Association of Secondary School Principals when it passed the resolution to create the National Honor Society. Over 90 years later, these same ideals of scholarship, service, character, and leadership remain as the pillars of the National Honor Society. The National Honor Society has established a reputation for excellence among administrators, faculty members, students, parents, and residents of the school community. This reputation is the result of years of commitment on the part of everyone involved. Students selected for National Honor Society are a part of an elite group and have greater expectations placed on them because of this recognition. Tonight, the National Honor Society of Benson High School is conducting its induction ceremony. Each member of the National Honor Society was selected for membership by demonstrating the 4 qualities Edward Rynearson envisioned in 1921. Maintaining a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher, involvement in school and community activities, exemplary leadership, and character are all needed. No one part is singled out as the sole criterion. Our chapter service has evolved from 2 environmental projects to 4 community service projects. Members in our chapter volunteer time and energy to projects as part of their individual service requirement for NHS. These projects reach many different people and allow the National Honor Society to be a part of the community. Annually, members accumulate a total of more than 600 hours of community service combined. The Benson chapter of the National Honor Society members assist the Salvation Army during the Christmas season with bell ringing campaign. Then we collect food for the food shelf and sponsor one of the 2 blood drives at the Benson High School. It is now time for us to continue the National Honor Society tradition by inducting our peers into the Benson chapter of the National Honor Society. Thank you.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnished the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Thank you.
Service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is a quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead a substantive charge to each of our members and to the candidates.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
As NHS president, one of my roles is choosing a guest speaker who is not only a leader, but is also an inspiration. The person that I chose not only represents leadership, but he also shows dedication, kindness, and always stands up for what he thinks is right and fair. He has been teaching at Benson Schools for 35 years and has given it his all every single day. Not only is he an outstanding leader, but he is always willing to have a down-to-earth conversation with his students. If he's not spending his free time at the school, I can guarantee just about all my money that you can find him somewhere around town painting. It is my honor to welcome Stephen Ricard to the podium.
"10 years ago to just jump right up on that stage, but that is not the case anymore." Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dallas, for your introduction. Thank you for the invitation to address such a great group of students. You guys got to relax. Smile. This night is for you, and congratulations to all the students present here tonight, both last year's inductees and this year's soon-to-be inductees. You heard a little about each of the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: character, leadership, service, and scholarship. You are now getting this title, Member National Honor Society. It's a status. Well, now what? It's a great thing to put on your resume. But with the notoriety, the status, and the achievement comes responsibility, expectations, and even raising the bar. So questions you have to ask and answer yourself, what nobody can answer for you. Do you display good character? Do you display good character even when no one is looking? Do you speak up when something is wrong? Do you stand up for and be a voice for those who cannot? Do you show leadership by your actions? Do you pitch in, or do you just bark orders? A few years ago, I used to show in a class on social issues, I showed a video by Mark Scherenbrock, who said you can take every high school class and break them up into 20-60-20, where 20% of the leaders are positive, 20% of the class is leaders also, but in a negative way, and 60% is in the middle. And which way they follow will be dependent upon which side is stronger. And I always ask, where do you fit in? I was on assignment to 7th graders. What kind of leadership are you? Is that me? Thank God it's not. Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass anybody out there. Do you offer help when you think someone needs it, even if someone doesn't? Do you just keep walking or driving past the situation? In class, do you try your best for the sake of knowing? Do you seek the answers and work to answer the challenge, or do you Google the answer or the question just to get the right answer, just to get the A? Your answers to these questions lie within you, and how you answer them will define you. I can tell you, after teaching for 35 years, loving teaching social studies and current events, I can say the world needs you now more than ever. I challenge you to be willing to answer the call to truly make this world a better place. Next January, February, or March, somewhere, Mr. Strand's going to hand you out the scholarship packet. It's going to come out sometime in early spring. And you're gonna need letters of recommendation. You're gonna ask teachers and a person who employs you and whomever to write a letter of recommendation for you. I've used a line for years regarding several students. I don't use it for everyone. I only use it when I think it's accurate. So-and-so does not do what is popular, rather but what is right. Mr. Strand, Ms. Helgenset, the rest of the staff, administration, and your parents have high hopes for you, as do I. I leave you with the words from Mr. Feeney in the final episode of Boy Meets World, a comedy about a classroom and teacher. Mr. Feeney was the name of the teacher and the main character, and the show ran from 1993 to 2000. I was just starting my teaching career, and I watched it very faithfully. I think his message to his seniors sums up everything all of us here want for you. Does anybody remember this show? Remember what he said to his 5 kids that he had in class? Believe in yourselves. Dream. Try. Do good. Congratulations and thank you.
Now we will have the presentation of new members.
We will now be introducing our new inductees, starting with Mariah Goosen. Ada Helgenset. Alice Kaiser. Bree Olendick. Jada O'Leary. Jaden Rudnick. Hellstrom Sanchez. Scarlett Tollefson.
ask all NHS members to please stand to recite the pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. That's all.
Congratulations to our newest members of NHS. We are proud of all that you guys have accomplished to get you here tonight. Thank you everyone for attending tonight. There are refreshments in the cafeteria, but members must stay for a photo. Thank you.